Hi, welcome to my kitchen and welcome to my channel Cake. I'm your hostess Suzanne. Today we're going to be making a Halloween naked cake. We're going to use purple and orange layers. Let's go ahead and get these layers trimmed. Since it is a naked cake, I'm going to go ahead and trim off the sides so that vibrant purple and vibrant orange colors will show through. I'm going to go ahead and trim all these and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've gotten all of my layers trimmed on the top and around the sides, we'll go ahead and start assembling. We're going to start with an 8-inch cake board. Put a little dollop of buttercream frosting in the bottom so it doesn't move around on us. Let's go ahead and get that centered in the middle of my turntable and smear it around a little bit. We're going to start with purple. We'll go ahead and start there. Push that down, make sure it's nice and secure there in the middle of the turntable, in the middle of the cake board. American buttercream in it. I just cut off the tip. Okay, and we're just going to go around in a circle. Just make it a small little dam around the outside, close to the edge. Just again so the pink strawberry filling doesn't show through. Let's go ahead and put a big heaping of our, oh, maybe I shouldn't put so much. I have quite a few layers. Let's go ahead and swish this around. And again, you just want to swish, swish back and forth. Go ahead and get that all around nice and even. Next, we're going to go ahead and do our orange layer. Always remember to take off your parchment paper. And we're going to set that right on top of there. And we're going to try to center that on top of the last layer, the prior layer. Go ahead and do the dam again. Our small offset spatula. Spread that around. As you can see, the cake is tall and thin, so we'll have to put some stabilizers in there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be close. Make sure it's still all nice and even. Squish it over if it's not. Take our last layer. And you know what we're going to do here? We're going to put on upside down. Putting it on upside down creates a flatter surface for the top, and that's what we want it to be, nice and flat and pretty. I think she looks pretty good so far. I'm going to go ahead and pop her in the freezer for about 15 minutes, and we'll do the crumb coat. Just took her out of the freezer. She was in there for about 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and put some bubble straws in here to make sure she doesn't fall over. She's kind of tall. So go ahead and stick those in all the way down to the bottom. And then we'll pull her up over so slightly, cut that off, and clip it and push it back down. Let's go ahead and do like 3 of those. And again, we're just pushing that down, pulling it up slightly, cutting it off, and then pushing it down so it's flush with the cake. Let's go ahead and do this one. Probably wasn't necessary to have it, but I like to err on the side of caution. Don't want to have cake fall over on you. Okay, let's go ahead and start frosting her. ahead and do a little on the top here. Cover up our holes from our bubble tea straws where we supported the cake so it wouldn't slide around on itself because it's so tall. Wanted to keep it secure. Put 3 bubble tea straws in there. This as flat as we can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Hashtag it doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna go ahead and take our bench scraper and scrape off as much of this we can without getting too deep as we trim the edges, and we don't want to create more of a crumb mess than what we have, but we want some of that color to show through. We're going to try to keep our bench scraper as flat as possible and keeping your bench scraper to your cake at about a 90-degree angle. So pie could fit between it. Okay? And we don't have to be careful doing it in one fell swoop like we do other techniques, but we want to go ahead and go around. Clean off your bench scraper every once in a while. And we're going to do that again. Get the tip of our bench scraper on top of the cake board to keep your position. Maybe a smidge more. When is it ever enough, right? When are you going to be happy? Oh, we're going to try it one more time. And we're going round and round. And I think that looks great. I'm going to stick her back in the freezer, and in the meantime, we're going to make some drippy, drippy chocolate to go over the top. So I've taken her out of the freezer. She's nice and cold to the touch, and nothing's coming off. So now we know she's ready for the Ganache Drip. We're going to go ahead and give this a test run. We're going to do one drop and see if it's ready. And I did not get a squirt bottle out. I'm just going to do the old school method. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and spoon the ganache all the way around, and maybe spoon some on and just push some lightly over the edge. It's okay if it goes to the cake plate. And we're just squishing it over so slightly. I made some ghost meringues on a separate video. You can see them over here to my left. I will link that video in the description box below so you can check that video out. It was super fun. It's super easy. A lot of people are intimidated by meringues, but there's no reason to be. Just gotta follow some basic rules and they'll turn out perfect every time. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. Let's nudge it over the edge. Let gravity take its course. I'm just going to go ahead and continue adding some big blobs of chocolate. I like to create some height and different heights on the cake. So this is just some buttercream, and I have dyed it with some gel food coloring. Just random, no right or wrong, just every scattered throughout. Now let's go ahead and sprinkle on some of these crushed Oreos. I took the Oreos and took the top off from the bottom, scraped out the white part, threw that away, obviously put them in a bag and beat them to smithereens with a rolling pin. I'm just going to scoop them over this frosting and ganache to kind of look like yard. Like some dog's been scooping up some bones where there's some ghosts around. It's a scary Halloween cake. Cover up that cake board a little bit as well. Don't like that to show. And since I scraped off all the caramelization on the side, the cake did not meet the edge of the cake board. So that's why it's showing. And you may or may not know this by now, but I hate cake board showing. And before I put the cake onto this cake pedestal, I put a little bit of buttercream down first. That way it stops the cake from sliding around on the cake stand. It acts as a glue. Okay. Oh, that looks really cute. I'm so excited. I seriously love this cake. It's turning out so cute. Let's set this aside here. And now for the fun part. We'll clean up in a little bit. Now for the fun part. putting on our ghost, our little meringue ghost. And we'll just put them all different places on here. And whoop, squish them down on that little squirt of buttercream. I love Halloween. I love all the little children that come to your door and all dressed up so excited to get candy and trick or treat. It's so cute. Thank you. And here she is, our finished product, our graveyard scary ghost cake. I think she turned out great. What do you think? Go ahead and let me know what you think about this cake in the comment section below. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'm Suzanne, your hostess of cake. Until next time, make it a great day.